Pisces, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early September 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business, as always, and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's going on for the Piscean collective. What's going on for my Pisces people out there? What do you got for us, my guides? Let's see what we got. Thank you. And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card, and we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean into, which I always find interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and not delay any longer and see what we got for Pisces, please, as we move into September. Okay, yeah, the deck's being specific. Usually the card pops out for you quick. Let's see if we get the usual. We do not. We have a different flavor here this week, Pisces, and that's usually shocking, right? Because I said it last week in last week's reading. It's like almost every single week we get like a very similar energy right here up front. Now, this is Piscean in its own way. To me, it's super spiritual. It is kind of in tune with those subtle energies, but this is a super interesting card. Before we start breaking down the symbolism, though, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the September subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. And also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk about it. Now, when we're talking about archetypes, this card does remind me a lot of the Hierophant. It has a lot of that spirituality to it. And if you look at the symbolism, you'll see what I mean. We have this individual, they are blindfolded. They're not looking at the material world. They're not looking at the physical, but there's all these different emblems of spirituality. And they're feeling them out, right? The person's touching them, grabbing them, exploring them. So there is a big subtle energy here, the unseen, but different than we normally get it. Usually in the beginning of a Pisces reading, and as I always say, I'm part of the collective myself, the energy that we get is very imaginative, very dreamy. And this is that spiritual strength, that spiritual energy, but in a different sense. So for a lot of you, like any spiritual topic could be firing you up right now. It doesn't just have to be like religious. It could be anything in the esoteric spiritual. Now, I do also need to mention the fact that this person is blindfolded. That does bring a little element of surprise, unexpected. So I wouldn't be shocked if we see that within the reading this week. Another common thing for Pisces. But being affected by the subtle energies, which is another very common thing for Pisces, doesn't feel as intense as it normally is. So you might not feel overwhelmed with energies in the coming days and weeks, which would be very good. Really like this. Now is a good time to explore any spiritual, esoteric, symbolic type of stuff. So we're just going to put that over there and get into tarot. And yeah, I always say the first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. But yeah, let's get 3 cards in the upright. Then we'll get into that intuitive juiciness. And guides, talk to me. So what do we got going on for the Pisces collective? And yes, while we get the deck ready, let's talk about last week's reading a little bit. And it was titled A Powerful Change. And one thing I do remember from last week's reading was that there was a lot of powerful energy, powerful cards. Okay, so that's why I felt good seeing this blindfolded energy. It's like it simmered the energy down, but we'll see what shows up in tarot. A lot of Pisces could be going through a big metamorphosis, okay? Whether it's internal, whether it's your life in general, relationships, how you earn a living. There's a lot of change, a lot of metamorphosis. So we'll see if that continues. As you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, right? Let's get these 3 going. What do we got for Pisces, please? Thank you. Card number 1. Hey, we got the Page of Pentacles. We got the Messenger. We got some communication right here in the front. Also the Student. So just like I was speaking about with that very first card, exploring things, learning information, we're seeing it right here in the front end again. So feed that urge if you have it in the coming days and weeks. Learn the things, get the knowledge, go with your passions. Queen of Pentacles coming out as well. So lots of earthy energy. And even though that is not the energy that Pisceans are generally used to, that is the one that goes well with water energy, or the best. All energies could work together. But when we get a lot of water, a lot of earth, that's like peanut butter and jelly, right? And that's like blessings, abundance, all that good stuff. Big focus here on the material. So we're kind of seeing a balance in the reading where there's a spiritual undertone, but now we have material as well. Wow. All right, Pisces, we got the 10 of Cups right here on the back end. So it's like we improved throughout this whole entire reading. It's like it got better and better and better. So let's try to get these lined up a little bit. Let's go through, I'll give you the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get into the juicy intuitive stuff. But at first look, first glance, when I'm looking down here, of course, we have the 2 pentacle earthy type of energy showing up, but we got that water mixture that I was alluding to. Whenever you mix water and earth, in my opinion, that's an energy of blessings and abundance, fruitful energy, and we love to see it. Now, yes, we still have a long ways to go with the clarifiers, could be telling us like some challenges too, but so far we're looking pretty good. When we have a lot of earth, that can speak about money situations. It could speak about material things. It could speak about what you do for work, where you live. There's a lot of these things showing up. But remember the balance that we're looking at now, because the spiritual was in the beginning, toned back a little bit, but now we have this. Let's go through one by one. Position number 1, the Page of Pentacles, lovely energy. Now this, just like the Queen, could represent any earth sign. It could represent a person in your life. So Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, generally ones that classically get along with the Pisces collective. When we see this Page of Pentacles, yes, it's a student, like I already mentioned, but this is one of the bigger communicators out of all the pages, especially the written message. So whether it's you sending a message, someone sending one to you, wanting to speak or conversate, maybe there's either something you're wanting to learn or communicate about, or someone that might just want to talk to you. Okay, deliver that message. I do like this page energy, and we'll have to explore it a little further. And one thing I do have to mention, there's been a lot of page energy throughout the zodiac this week, more so than usual. But moving to the center, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Notice we have a lot of people here. If you look down at the imagery, person, even in this card, there's 4 different people depicted. So Pisces, you might be very popular in this time, more popular than usual, or there could just be a lot of energies coming your way. But the Queen of Pentacles is very similar to me to the Empress. I view her as the Empress light. So if this isn't a mother figure, if this isn't representing an individual in your life, very feminine, loving, and caring, once again, I think of blessings and abundance and fertility when we have this type of energy. It's absolutely beautiful, just overflowing abundance. Could be all about your business, all about your pentacles, your money, your cheddar, your cheese, whatever you want to call it. This is good energy, specifically for material abundance. So we're looking good right now, Pisces. And I know like a while back, we recently had a stretch where like the Pisces readings were good. Then there were challenges, and it looks like we might be swinging back into that positivity. I don't want to jump the shark just yet, though, because we still have a lot to go. But on the back end, we got the 10 of Cups. This is one of the best cards in the whole entire deck, one of the most beautiful energies. This is wish come true, dream come true type of energy, everything you might want and need, total happiness, total emotional fulfillment. So, of course, we think of all the descriptive words, the wins, the victories, the triumphs, whatever we want to call it. This is the wish come true type of energy. Now, if we're not looking at things like that, or things that make us feel emotionally stable, emotionally fulfilled, the 10 of Cups can represent the home, and it can represent the family, like those that we are connected to very closely, even those that we see as our family. So we want to really dive deeper into all this stuff because there's good energy so far. Okay, like once again, we don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves, but the way all of this mixes together is feeling really nice, and I'm optimistic about it. So I would say it's claimable so far, but let's dive deeper on all of it, Pisces. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here for Pisces, please. What do we got, my guides? And yes, my friends, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot. Because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Page of Pentacles and see what's going on there. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Pisces, you can drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, Page of Pentacles, what's going on here? Why are you here in the very beginning? There's like a maturation of energy as well, like it's evolving throughout the whole entire spread. All right, smell the roses, right? There's no rush. Sit back and smell the roses. I feel like this is an energy of gratitude I'm feeling right here in the beginning. We have the Chariot in reverse underneath this Page of Pentacles. For a lot of you, you might be more drawn to spending a lot more time at home in the coming days and weeks. Take things slow, relax, vacationing. For some reason, that's the vibe I'm picking up here, because the Chariot in reverse is full stop energy, especially underneath a card like the Page of Pentacles. Now, for a portion of you, watch out. You might be bumping heads with a Cancer or a Cancerian. That's what the Chariot represents. But this is sometimes this card is very fast, go, 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 and it can be combative. The fact that it's in reverse, it's stopped. It's taking its time. It's taking a rest. It's taking a break. So for a lot of Pisceans in this time, you either need to take a break and sit back and smell the roses, or you might be doing that naturally, getting some R&R, rest, relaxation. That could be something you need. Or you might just be a little bit more of a homebody than you normally are. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that if you need to refresh. For another portion of you, I do feel like there could be some sort of like good talk coming in or some good news. That's just the vibe I'm picking up here. The energy feels a little magnetic. The fact that there is this Chariot in reverse, like you're not going to have to go do this, go do that and be frantic. So there might be good news or a good conversation coming in for a lot of Pisces. Once again, I'm feeling positive here. So let's just keep moving. You're not going to have to look far or move far to collect some sort of win. That's just what I'm feeling. So let's go in on that Queen of Pentacles. There's stability here. That's a nice stable energy. So why is that Queen chilling? Thank you. Eight of Cups, huh? That kind of threw a little curveball here. That doesn't necessarily have to be a bad card. This is where there is some action. Yeah, some of you might be contemplating a change of plans. Okay, that's just the vibe I'm picking up here. Like, yeah, we do have like so much stability, and I'm still feeling a lot of positivity in this spread. This doesn't ruin the spread by any means. Might be having issues with an earth sign, in particular earth sign, but the Eight of Cups is a card of somebody, you know, going in a different direction. So for a portion of you here, underneath this beautiful energy of blessings, you might be changing your goals. Like changing your goals, moving the goalposts. What do I really want to do? Where do I really want to go? You might be prone to like sudden changes of your mind. Okay, like changing your mind, changing your direction. Okay, and I don't feel like it's a bad thing because remember, this Eight of Cups is moving towards this Ten of Cups. So if you do have to call an audible, if you do have to make a change, that's okay. Okay, and I don't feel like it's anything major, but once again, similar to what I was getting with this page in the beginning, this action card with the Queen of Pentacles, there could be some good news or exciting news moving towards you. This isn't just walking away to me. Eight of Cups is an action card, and intuitively, it's not feeling bad. You know, I know some people would see these cards as like challenges. It's not feeling like that to me. But let's keep moving to that Ten of Cups. See what's up with that Ten of Cups, and we'll get a quick little recap before we get into the shadow card. So a lot of you could be receiving multiple pieces of good or exciting news in this time, which is nice. But yeah, be open to change some plans. I know Pisces, because, you know, I'm part of the collective, like I say, every damn week. But we are go with the flow type of individuals. We're good with calling audibles, changing plans if necessary. So let's see what's up with that Ten of Cups. Thank you. Quick. Nice and quick. Wow. Pisces. It doesn't get much better than that. We have the Nine of Cups. So let's just point it out here, my friends. We got the 8, 9, 10 of Cups sweeping up here. We have another water card. So all earth and water in this week's spread. The 9 of Cups is another card of wishes coming true, dreams coming true. This feels absolutely massive on the back end. There could be certain things coming in the next coming days and weeks that could have very long-lasting implications on your life goals in general. Pisces, this feels amazing. It really does. And I know I had a reading a few weeks ago. It was titled Best Reading Ever. This is giving me very similar feelings here. Like, it's giving me a sense of excitement. It's giving me a sense of joy here. The Nine of Cups is a content type of energy. Happy. Someone reaches the final destination. They're warm. They're welcoming. They're loving. Okay. One thing you need to watch out for with this energy is not to let people walk all over you. Don't be too kind, but it just feels very good and welcoming and warm. Someone who's extremely content. Okay. And notice, yeah, change of plans, audible, but we come to this back end. It's just absolutely beautiful to me, Pisces. Like, it feels massive, it feels good, it feels exciting overall. So let's go through. I would claim all this energy. I really would. I feel like every single alignment for you this week is just like through the roof good. And I'm not just saying that because I'm part of the collective, right? Let's go through and do our recap before the shadow card. Position number 1, we have the Page of Pentacles with the Chariot in reverse. That sit back, smell the roses type of energy. I did say some of you might be more of a homebody in the coming days and weeks than you normally are. You might want to spend some time resting, recuperating, chilling out, watching Netflix, watching movies, just taking care of yourself. And that's okay. It feels good here. I did also feel that like there's a magnetic energy moving towards Pisces, that there could be some good news coming in and you're not going to have to exert yourself too much for it. But moving to the center, we have the Queen of Pentacles with the Eight of Cups underneath. Now, I did say you might have to change some plans, call an audible, switch something up a little bit, but even that, it doesn't feel bad. Sure, there might be a little choppiness with some earth signs in your life if you do have them, but the main overall results are moving towards this beautiful positivity. There's like an evolution of the energy. So if you do have to make some changes, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. If you have to switch something up or you're changing how you feel about something, that's okay. Because the end result feels absolutely massive. And I did say even in the center, it felt like there could be some exciting news coming in once again. So we have two alignments with that. Pisces, it just feels great. The 10 of Cups with the 9 of Cups next to the 8 of Cups, a journey of sorts, and it just feels really good. Something going your way in the end. It's super positive. So for a lot of Pisceans, things could really have long-lasting implication, and it feels massive. It feels exciting. The wins and victories could start stacking up, my friends. So please take a screenshot of that if you want to look into that further. I'm going to get you a shadow card here. Shuffle it up one time and see what we got for you, Pisces. Beautiful reading this week. And yes, I like to pull one shadow card at the very end to see whether it's something within yourself or something you don't quite see just yet. It's an interesting thing to take a look at. So what do we got for Pisces? Guidance Spirit Team. What's in the shadows? Using the Shadowland Tarot still. Okay, we have the Emperor card here in the shadows, Aries energy. So for some of you, there is some like connection to the Aries collective, or you might just be on the cusp of that, right? I know Pisces and Aries are astrological neighbors. So what do we think of with the Emperor? It does represent the divine masculine and our relationship with that. So for a lot of you, this could be representing an authority figure or a father figure here in the shadows. You don't often see the Emperor in my shadow spreads. And now that I think about this, might be one of the first times I've ever seen the Emperor since I've been doing shadow spreads for the whole zodiac. So I find this very interesting, but some of the things we think about are control with the Emperor, whether it's our own self-control, our own self-motivation. Maybe there is something you need to get under control in this time. Hopefully this isn't somebody in your life that is too controlling of you, because for a small portion of you, that could be it. Maybe some of you need a little bit of guidance. Okay, if we're looking at the more optimistic version, if you're in a time where you feel like you need opinions or you need some guidance, don't be afraid to ask a trusted source for it. So yeah, Pisces, beautiful, beautiful reading this week. That's what I have for you. And yeah, don't click away just yet. I'm going to give you the details of the September subscriber surprise. For the September subscriber surprise, I'll be picking 2 lucky winners to win 2 tarot decks completely at random. It will be a winner's choice. So if you want to get the Gilded Tarot, you could go ahead and do that. If you want the Everyday Witches Tarot, that's your choice as well. Any deck under $40 US will be given away. So if you'd like to get your name in for this one, it's 2 simple things as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. Second, let me know down in the comments which zodiac signs you get along best with. You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, I'll put the winners in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you next time.